Welcome to the July 29th episode of Morning Coffee and Chat. Morning, Tony. Morning, Ty. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Ty, happy belated birthday, man. I didn't even get a notification for your damn birthday. I found it when we got home last night, and I was like, that's just wonderful. Just one more thing from the weekend that's just right there. Um, well, Tony, after the news I got last night, um, I feel like shit, and I'm in no. I wasn't even sure if I wanted to do this or not. And you guys always seem to find a way to make me better, so I figured, what the hell, I'd go on and do it. Of course, I was away all weekend long. Um, um, we were away at the family reunion all weekend. Had a really good time. Um, got home mid afternoon yesterday, and my wife's aunt, that is our business manager at the bar, asked me if I'd gone up to pick up my check, and I said no. I'll just wait till today to do it because we left before the checks were ready on Friday. Um, and she informed me that the owner decided he no longer needed me, even though I was the face of the restaurant. I was the one that brought it out of the hole over the last year with the pizzas. Um, he no longer needed me. He has his two Indians that are illegal, working under fake names, and not being paid to work his kitchen. And yeah, so for the first time in over a year, I am no longer, because he can save money by not paying me. I mean, he already cut me from my 30 hours a week down to 12 scheduled hours a week, um, to nothing. Even though my 12 scheduled hours a week, I was only getting anywhere between 6 and 9 hours a week because he wanted me to leave when it got slow. Well, sometimes slow is um, 20 minutes after I get there. So, needless to say, I've got like a $50 check coming from last week that I got to go pick up today, and that's it. So, I don't know. I don't know, Tony. They've cheated on everything else. Um, when it comes to payroll and everything, getting in the computer, taking days away so they can pocket the money, um, having orders delivered under fake names, churches, um, different organizations. See, the thing is, when the health inspectors came in last time, um, or when they came in here a few months ago, he was informed then. This dude right here is the only one that knows the laws. You better treat him like gold. You better treat this guy like gold. He's your only certified chef. He knows the laws like the back of his hand for the state of Michigan. You better treat him like gold. And they were informed that they have to have somebody on staff from open to close that's ServSafe certified. He don't care about that. He don't care about the fact that he's killing the business by cutting back on product, lowering the quality of product. I had a customer come in last week that ordered a pizza that I didn't make, and they came straight to me, and they brought me a piece of the pizza, and there was no meat on this piece of pizza, and it was a meat lover's pizza. It was a meat lover's pizza. It had ham, bacon, sausage, pepperoni, nothing but cheese on this. He said half the pizza was this way. Pepperonis were 5, 6 inches apart. There may have been 20 crumbles of sausage on it. That's what they're doing to the place after I worked for a year to build it up to what it was. So, and he's got the two people working back there that barely speak any English, and that was another big no-no with the inspectors, was there needs to be communication. And when she came in on Thursday, the actual inspector, she sat there for 15 minutes trying to understand what he was saying and couldn't do it. She just finally got mad and walked away. Came over to me, asked me the question, I answered it. Boom. Thursday when she came in, there was countless violations. I followed her and fixed every one I could fix. And she flat out said, I'm the only reason that place wasn't shut down on Thursday. So over the weekend, he decided to terminate me because he could save 50, 60, 70, 80, $100 a week. So enough with my life, my bullshit, my stress level and my depression is like uber super high right now. So I'm just waiting for one thing to trigger me. I'll be up in a clock tower with a slingshot. Let me get to these statements and stuff. You look and sound like shit. Yep. Good morning, Sarah. Hey, what's up, Drew, my man? Not a whole lot, Ben. Hope you're doing good. Morning, me. Let me see here. Who else? How are you doing, Tony? What was the news? He let you go. Why? Can you get unemployment? Anyway, yeah, with that, I don't know. He's had several court orders for child support and other deductions sent to him. I get the mail every day, so I see these things, and they won't do it. They won't take any deductions out. Like I said, he's not paying. He's obviously not paying taxes because most of our food deliveries come in a church name or a nonprofit name. So yeah, it's just. Let me sort your boss, our brother. Go after the right and have more hours, I promise. Isn't there another restaurant in town? There's not a lot in town. There's not a lot in town. On top of all that, my eye, it was real good on Friday. I done a little bit of filming. Saturday morning, I woke up and my left eye is just. I'm doing everything on my phone via voice command now. I can't even see the printing and stuff on it. And yeah, I'm sitting here with dead light in the room, trying to work on the videos and stuff. So I've not got all the glares and everything. So there's what 1, 2, 3 counting McDonald's, 4 counting Subway, places to eat here in town, and most of them are either family run and don't hire outsiders, or Indian owned, or or letting people off. So yeah, it's the only pizza I trust is Drew's, my man. He does gun pizza. I just know it. I do pizza for my customers like I do pizza for my family. You know, if it's not covered in the product that you want on it, then yeah, it's just, I don't know if they have Little Caesars pizza in Australia, but a couple of the pizzas that were put out last week, well, I can't say a couple, it was a 12 pizza order. It was done when I got there in the morning. He was finishing up the last ones and putting them in the oven. The customer called back the next day and said there was less toppings on these pizzas than Little Caesars pizzas, and they were thinner. My pizzas used to go out that thick. His pizzas are going out like that. So, a full inch and a half difference in the thickness of the pizza and all the toppings on it. So, that place will be closed down here very shortly now. So, maybe this will help, Drew. I gave a presentation just waiting for a decision of approval. Cool. Cool. Good job, bud. How was the reunion? Can't believe that there was over 200 people. Oh, yeah, it was absolutely freaking amazing. It was amazing. Reunion was fun. Like I said, I did some filming on Friday, done a little bit of filming on Saturday. I was supposed to uh, get the video done and put it up on the family site for everyone to enjoy, including the ones that couldn't make it. And there's really not much of a video because I couldn't see the film. I was outside in natural light and I could not see a screen. All I saw was a white glow from light. So, but it was fun. It was fun. It's always nice to make the drive up there, camp out, see the family. There, you talk. This is not a reunion. This is like a 72-hour party. Drinking and games and horseplay, fishing, boating, swimming, beach work, everything. Deal with that. I was told I could have been much worse. Might as well get a tombstone. Yeah, his are thinner than tombstones, man. His are thinner than tombstones. And on average, twice as much. My kids love Little Caesars. Kids have no taste. I like Little Caesars. If it's like a sausage pizza or something, you don't expect a lot. You don't expect a lot when you go to some place like Little Caesars and you order a sausage pizza or a pepperoni pizza. But when you go to a restaurant, especially one that flies the sign out front, best pizza in town, and they ordered that sign a few months ago when we were the best pizza in town, and all the customers from town were coming to us to get my pizza. Or they would come in and they would say the other little guy would run down to make the pizza, and the customer would say, no, 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 I want him to do it. He does pizza right. Churches were coming to us and ordering Mondo bunches of pizza. Businesses were coming and ordering several pizzas. The most pizzas I've had to make in a day for one order is 25 pizzas. Those days are over. So, but yeah, when you go to some place and you order a meat lover's pizza, you're getting burger, bacon, ham, sausage, pepperoni. You want more than that to come in your box. So, see, they kind of live by the adage that each topping is $1.50. So instead of putting the same amount of pepperoni on there that you would get if you ordered just a pepperoni pizza, they cut the pepperoni by an eighth, or cut it down to an eighth of the amount. And all the toppings together are going to equal one topping amount. So, oh no, he won't admit when he's wrong, Sarah. He won't admit when he's wrong. He'll shut the place down and reopen it as something else, if he's even allowed to. Because now the health inspectors are involved, because since I went and followed the inspector around on Thursday, they came in on Saturday to talk to me um, about other things going on and things I could do to improve it, and they were told then that I had been terminated. So today, the head county inspector's going in there, and I think he's going in to shut the place down. Because, well, he messaged me, or we messaged each other last night. And he told me he was going in there today. So, yeah. Been a bad morning. Been a bad morning. I mean, you want the icing on the cake? Do you really want the icing on the cake? Does anybody recognize this sound? That is Black Rifle coffee beans. It's all we had in the house. Didn't buy any coffee last week because we knew we were going to be gone. So I got the coffee grinder. I came in here to make coffee this morning, put the beans in the coffee grinder, and it went thought, is there a bean jammed under the blades? So I dumped everything back out, took my screwdriver, turned the blades on it. Nope, nothing. Well, put the top back on with it empty. Said, coffee grinder's not working. I wonder why. So I worked on it for about a half hour, couldn't get it to work. Took it back out, put it on the cabinet. Poured the beans in my coffee maker. Now, you know, when you boil coffee in a coffee pot, it soaks and it, you know, they tumble around in there. They release their essence. In a coffee maker, let's just say they don't. It doesn't look like bad coffee now, but when you pour it, it is slightly brown water. That's the other reason I sound like shit, because I've not had my coffee this morning. I've had slightly brown water. You need a couple of big rocks, big flat rocks to grind those beans though. And I don't have that kind of stuff here. Um, grind beans, a couple flat rocks. Coffee's too important to give up with menial issue. I agree. Good morning, Danny. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well. I don't have any bricks either. Don't have anything like that around here, man. This is town. You get fined for having stuff like that laying around. I may urinate darker than that. I know for a fact I do. So yeah, between the coffee and the job and my eye, I'm just about back to that walk out in front of a bus state that I used to be in. I can't wait for the Better Business Bureau or the IRS to get wind of his activities. So I suppose you could, and it's behind a heart. I suppose you could hold on. Damn it. Chew the beans. Okay. There's just no bringing me out of this slump, guys. I mean, it's August in 2 days. We've got just a few months till Christmas. The end of next month, we're planning on, going to visit my parents in Tennessee. And now we're back down to one income again. And even if I filed for unemployment in Michigan, it normally takes them about 2 months to send you your first check. So of course they'll fight it. They'll fight it, the same as they have with other people. Um, they we had one guy they fired here a few months ago, and he went to file for unemployment, and they falsified records. They said he quit, so he didn't get any unemployment. That kid that was severely burnt by the oil a year ago, they have no insurance. His insurance had to cover everything. He had no workman's comp. He had no anything. Um, so yeah, it's just I don't know. I don't know. I may have an extra bean grinder. I'd appreciate it, bud. I'd appreciate it. I actually wanted to give you a holler when we were coming back home yesterday, but the wife was so tired driving. All she wanted to do was get home. We had to stop up at exit 110 right before we hit the interstate so she could get a triple shot of coffee and something to eat. And then we dealt with all the traffic in Grand Rapids and down through Schoolcraft and everything. By the time she got home, she sat down, she passed out. Slept for about 3.5 hours, woke up, we ate dinner, and she passed right back out again. And she just woke up probably about 45 minutes ago. So you never know what doors may open up. In this town, Sarah, as small as this town is, and as few as the jobs are that I could do in this town, the only door I see coming anywhere in my direction is going to slam on my wiener. That's the only thing I see coming my way right now. I've been trying to better my situation. I've been looking for other jobs around here, and nobody's wanting to hire. And if they do hire, I'm putting myself in the same situation I was just in. I don't know. If I find it, I'll bring it to you. Thanks, Danny. I appreciate it, bud. No other places near you, like gas stations, grocery store. We have a grocery store. They pay less money than I was making at the bar, and you might get 15 or 20 hours a week. We just had a girl quit the grocery store to go to the bar, and she's making $7 an hour at the bar as a bartender, because they got her labeled as a waitress, not a bartender that should be making $22 an hour in the state of Michigan. Um, but they have her labeled as a waitress, and so she's only making $7 an hour, for plus tips. Um, Gas stations, all Indian owned, and it's all the same group that are connected with the group that own the bar. I do have a grinder that I haven't used yet, but it was a gift from one of the kids. So I cannot give it away. Oh, I understand, bud. I understand. Well, if the weenie swells, that's one positive side to it. Right, positive. Oh, need you out here. I'll pray for you, buddy. Thanks, Danny. I appreciate it, bud. It's really sad because, we were working on getting me moved out to the bar. Um, the wife's aunt that manages the place, she was working on getting me moved out to the bar, so at least I have decent tips and stuff coming in. But yeah, he wants to save money. He don't want to pay anybody for making him money. So they sit and they tell us that they don't have any money coming in and stuff like that. But he forgets he has managers that do all the you know everything with the computers and stuff. And he says he's not making any money, but they're making anywhere between 25 and $30,000 a month. So that's his game. Perhaps it's time to go all cowboy. Oh, believe me, I am. I'm not letting this go unserved. I'll never get my job back, but unless the original owners come back, um, because he all he wants to do is make money. He don't want to pay people. He don't want to do anything. We honestly think he's bringing all these Indians in and training them so he can get rid of anybody there that's non-Indian. So bartenders, waitresses, management, they've already eliminated everybody in the kitchen. I was the last one. So I don't know. That's a huge letdown, man. How you like the cup? If we ever if we ever get that cricket, guys, um, I will be making T-shirts, and I will be making coffee mugs, and I will be making all that fun stuff. Um, So keep your keep your eyes open for that. We're supposed to get that cricket here real soon, and she's got. I don't know if any of you guys have ever dealt with a cricket before, but she's getting a new cricket and giving us the old one. Well, you build up all these credits with the company by ordering the cards and papers and the adhesives and stuff to make T-shirts and everything, the iron-ons. And she said that she could never spend all the credits that she's got built up, and we're getting all those credits too. So yeah, here real soon, hopefully within the month or within August, we should have T-shirts, we should have coffee mugs, we should have all that stuff, and I'll be able to set decent prices for everyone because I'll be making the stuff myself instead of having somebody make a $30 T-shirt and then try to sell it, or make a $20 coffee mug and try to sell it. I'll be doing it all myself, so we'll probably have about the best merch prices on the tube. I don't see that plan working well in small town America. Well, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get a bad name um, by going after this guy, but I'm not gonna have him screw over anybody else. So, morning, Jan. Good to see you, dear. Hope you're doing well this morning. Entertain me, guys, because right now I don't even feel like being awake. I don't feel like breathing, don't feel like being awake, don't feel like nothing. I will support your t-shirts, etc. 100%. And the really cool thing is, by me having the cricket and being able to get all of the things um, for the cricket to do the t-shirts and coffee mugs and stuff like that, business cards, I will not only be able to do them for myself, but I'll be able to do them for you guys as well. Anybody who needs stuff like that. So, we could always work out a kind of a business thing doing that. I mean, I can do unrestricted paranormal t shirts. I could do JJ's Adventure t shirts. I could do Tony, whatever the fuck I'm up to this week t shirts. I mean, I missed half of it doing dishes. Oh, thank you, Danny, by the way. I really do appreciate it, bud. Um, I missed half of it doing dishes. What are your thoughts? Making shirts for. Um, Hope something opens up for you soon. Me too. We can't do it on one. We can't do it on one income. We can't. We can't. We have too much going out between the house and the car insurance and the furnace payment and storage and the utilities. Oh my God, the utilities. They've just recently gone up. Our electric bill for no more on in here in the house than what's normally going. Our electric bill went up almost $100 this last month, and we don't know why. We have no clue why. Remember, I need you. The paranormal needs you too. Yeah, we're supposed to go out and do an investigation tonight, but who knows? And I was going to do an investigation up at the campground over the weekend because there have been some drownings there. There's actually even a story of the Lake Isabella dogman. And I wanted to get out and I wanted to do some filming and everything, but with my eye um, so bad, I couldn't film anything. I even took the metal detector out for the first time, and I couldn't film myself metal detecting. I couldn't even read the screen on my metal detector. It was so bad. The natural light was just, I was getting the same glow as I do off this eye. So I just pretty much sat around like an invalid. I just sat around like an invalid all weekend long, followed the wife around, held her hand, held onto the back of her shirt, whatever. So your wife's aunt works the restaurant too. Yeah, she started off as the manager, and then when this new guy bought into it, he became known as the manager, and she became known as a supervisor because she has no ability to do anything without him approving it. Or every time that one of us will come up with an idea on how to do something, he takes over the idea and makes it all his. So I had a chance to get a big local band in there. And, they're not going to come in there and work with him because he only wants to pay like 100, 150, $200. Or sometimes not even pay him, charge a $5 cover charge, and that's all they get paid. So, yeah, yeah, they fired me, Jim. They fired me while I was away after I and I'm going to pat myself on the back here again because God damn it, I deserve it. After the health inspectors came in on Thursday and I followed her around and fixed everything I could so she didn't shut the bar down while his little Indians sat in the kitchen and played on their phones or walked around and just watched. I followed her around and fixed everything. Saturday, when I was gone to family reunion, he informed the wife's aunt to let me know he no longer needed me. So, and like I said, I got a big whopping $50 check sitting there waiting for me from Friday because my 12 hours a week actually wound up only being 6 hours last week. Morning, Brenna. That would be great for business if he would have let them play. Yeah, tell me about it. They were at our beach bash last month. We had over 2,000 people show up from all over the Midwest. We had people come from Chicago to see them play. And nope, he won't pay them. They won't play. I'm really honestly halfway tempted. You guys come here to have fun. You come here to chat. You come here to, hang out, to start your days off right. I don't feel like I'm giving that to you. I'm letting all of my own problems and stuff interfere with this, and I'm really honestly halfway tempted. I'm really honestly halfway tempted to step back and stop the live streams and stuff like that until I can bring myself out of this slump. Not to mention, if I can't get unemployment, that means I'm going to have to go somewhere and try to find something um, that's probably not going to give me as much free time. So I don't know. I don't know. Because you fixed it, they fired you. Well, no, it's not because I fixed it. It's because he wants to save money. That's his whole thing. He keeps bringing in more and more Indians to work the place. And me and the wife's aunt were talking last week, and we honestly believe that they are going to get rid of everybody non-Indian. That way they don't have to pay any salaries. These guys are not on payroll. These guys aren't even working under real names. They're working under fake names. And go figure, the one Indian that was honest about it, that worked at the gas station, I asked him how he was related to the owner since they had the same last name, and he said, "Oh, well, I'm not. They just give me that name so I could get in the country." He lasted not even a week at the gas station. They fired him and sent him back to India. So, remember, the Lord only gives you hurdles because He knows you can handle it. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Danny. I appreciate that. The way I feel right now, though, I want to run into the hurdles headstrong, just head first. Maybe if I knock myself out, I can sleep through this nightmare. But yeah, they'll get shut down before long. Yeah, that's pretty much a given. I was messaging with the supervisor for the health department, the health inspectors, last night, and they had come in the bar Saturday to well, our inspector had come in the bar Saturday, I guess, to talk to me about ways that I could, help the place along and stuff. And she was informed then that I was terminated. And she went and immediately called her supervisor, which I've built a little rapport with. The first time we met, he told me I was the only one in the bar that knew the law and followed it to a T. And he really liked me. Not to mention the fact I was the only one there certified. And he did not like the Indians working in the kitchen that could barely speak English. There was very, very little communication, stuff like that. So I guess he's going to show back up today and talk to them about things. So I don't see the place opened for very much longer at all. Oh yeah, there'll definitely be fines. They've already been warned. And if we get the rain today we're supposed to, and the supervisor goes in there and sees rain dripping off the ceiling all over the floors and the bar top, and tables and things like that behind the bar, dripping down on clean cups and stuff like that. Oh yeah, it'll be a shit show. It'll be a show. He'll lock that place up. It just really, I think what bums me out more than anything is just the fact that, we're just a few months away from Christmas, and we've got the deck out back half torn up still. Um, and I was putting money in. I mean, I've been walking around with change in my pocket for 2 weeks, trying to save what money I could to give my wife that expanded deck that she wanted and get her deck finished. And now that's cut off. Um, there is no more extra money. So I just don't, I don't know. I don't know. I think I've asked this before, but are there any openings at the casino? Well, see, the problem with the casino, I would love to go to work at the casino. And if I could see and drive, I could go to work at the casino. But they will not let me and her, because her schedule changes um, every 6 months. She goes from graves to days, back to graves, back to days, every 6 months. That's the only job in the whole place that does that. And they won't let a married couple work the same shift in that small casino. Plus, I would have to do my training at other locations before I go there. And um, so basically, she would have to work her whole shift, drive home, pick me up, drive all the way back out there, drop me off, drive home, sleep. Then she would have to wake up, come out, pick me up, come back in here, make dinner, and rest before she goes back in, and then drive out there and work her shift again. So it's just not going to be feasible financially with gas prices the way they are. Making 7, 8, 9 trips a day back and forth to that place. And our local bus service won't go that far. They only right here in our area. And if they do go that far, they want $15 one way. So I'm basically going to spend $30 a day in gas doing that. Magna Man, good morning. Hope you're doing well this morning. I got all moved into my new house yesterday. Whoop whoop. Good job, girl. I couldn't afford $1,000 rent anymore a month. I was drowning in debt. We're right there with you, kid. That's okay. Hey, small houses are cozy houses. Good, 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 good. Glad you're doing well, Magna. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Jan. So I've thought about it seriously. Um, Quite honestly, y'all wouldn't believe some of the ideas and thoughts that have crossed through my head since I got the news last night. Um, I very honestly, 'cause now I'm more of a burden on her, having to support me again, where I was at least bringing in, $100 a week. Whoop de doo, Basil. Um, I've thought about packing up the army pack and just vanishing into the night. So find myself a nice little secluded. Well, and see, I could probably get on disability because of my eyes, but disability here in Michigan want you to go to a doctor and do this and do that and jump through this hoop and jump through that hoop. And with me not having any insurance, since the state decided the wife makes too much money for me to have state insurance, they don't consider the fact that even with two paychecks coming in, there's still things we can't completely pay. Um, I can't I can't even qualify for disability without going to the doctors and stuff. All a house is a place for your stuff. George Carlin, man, a smart man. Here you get paid more than you did at the bar. Probably so. Would my wife be opposed to moving even near your parents in Tennessee? Well, seeing as how we don't own this house yet, we're still paying almost $650 a month, on it. Plus, the deck is half torn up and getting it finished, and we have no way to even consider moving. We would have no finances to move. We still owe $37,000 out of what Grandma and Grandpa paid 21 years ago, over $100,000 for this house. So moving, at least until my mom and dad die and I get their house and property. Then she's thinking about moving down there, but uh, just too much up in the air stuff. That's everywhere. It took me a year and a half to get on with being blind in one eye, deaf in one ear, degenerative spinal disease, and bad heart. It was worth it though. Yeah, when I was going to file for disability over my diabetes, it was almost 7 years of going to doctors and going through all the red tape and jumping through all the hoops. And when I finally had my, oh no, I'm sorry, it was five, 6 years. It was 6 years of doing everything. And when I finally had my phone thing during the pandemic, their occupational specialist that sat in the courtroom said, well, he still qualifies for, it wasn't even 20% of the jobs out there. And I tried to tell him, but there's no jobs like that here, only in large cities. And his response was, move. As long as you qualify for jobs, nope. So, it's bad, guys. I haven't felt like this in a long time. You might also, once you get on, you'll get back pay from the day you filed. In the 80s, took me 3 years. I got a lump sum payment for 9 grand. When my mom got on disability from her old place of business, she, I think, if I remember correctly, she got like 13 grand. She got two checks, one for 7,000, one for 6,000. And that's actually how her and dad retired, because they still had the house up here or up in Indiana for sale and it hadn't sold yet. So she took, when they got approved for the loan for the house down there that they retired in, she put that 13,000 down as a down payment. So I appreciate it, Sarah. I appreciate it. But then when they sold the house in Indiana, they just paid off the loan down there. So yeah, the old man always told me that plans are those things that you make as life passes you by. Going down to see them here in 3 weeks. Um, Planned on, the wife and daughter's never seen mountains or anything. I planned on taking them to places down there. Um, Sightseeing. I planned on going to Chickamauga. Um, Planned on metal detecting the troop trails, Civil War troop trails between Chattanooga and Nashville. Um, if I was to try to get on today as new, and it took me 3 years, my back pay would be close to 55 grand. Yeah, that's exactly it, Tony. That's how it feels, man. I planned on, committing more. Since the hours had been cut down way up there at the bar, I planned on committing more to the channel, bringing back my interviews again. I've still got my interview award, um, sitting down in Texas with what the paranormal. I haven't even had the $10 to have my have my damn award shipped to me to sit back here on the table. That's the first anything that I've won in the 5 years I've been doing this. That felt pretty good to know that my interviews were so good that I won an award over three other YouTubers that done interviews. Yeah, it's still sitting down there because I haven't had to make it. It just I wanted to bring back the interviews. I wanted to really pick up the investigations. I wanted to, you know, uh, keep working with the intent on keeping the customer base coming in and stuff, and hoping and praying that maybe sooner or later they'd realize, hey, we can actually pay these people what they're worth, or at least a little closer to it. I was making $12 an hour. Now, in the state of Michigan, a certified cook, not a certified chef, a certified cook is supposed to make between $22 and $35 an hour. A bartender is supposed to make minimum $20 an hour. Everybody makes 12, except the waitresses that only make 7. So, and of course, the Indians that don't get paid because they're not on the payroll. They've never even filled out an application. So, yeah, but they have a house, food, transportation, everything provided for them. Indentured servitude is basically what it is. They're provided lodging and food and stuff like that, but the person that sponsors them and brings them over pays an exuberant amount to do it. And then you have to work basically for free to work off your indentured servitude. These guys are like this kid that works up here. God bless him, he's a good kid. Don't get me wrong, he's a good kid. But he just got married a month before they accepted him to bring him over here, and told him, oh, don't worry, your wife will follow. Nope. Takes up to 7 years to get the spousal immigration approval thing. Plans are what you make if you want to hear God laugh. Yep. Could be worse. Could be a Democrat. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how Democrat could be any worse. I'm already a member of the Whig Party. You realize how long it's been since we've been able to cast a vote? I mean, do your history, quite honestly. But yeah, like I was saying, we were planning on doing an investigation tonight. I've not heard anything from Mark yet. We do have a chance of storms today, and no one is saying when, just an inclement weather warning came across. Um, I don't know if we're going out or not. Dye your wig. Well, we'll see what happens. I'm kind of eager for November anyway, just to find out who's going to be sitting in that chair for the next 4 years. Will rain here all day. Storms passed over here about an hour ago. Storms will kick things up. Yeah, definitely. Not very good on, equipment. Rain coming down is not really good on equipment. Um, if you guys remember here a few years ago, Mark and I and Christy done Rose Cemetery, and I had to replace equipment after that one, even with the big umbrella. I had to, and the umbrella just pretty much stayed over the camera the whole time. So yeah, I don't have the money to get the new equipment that I need, let alone replace old equipment. Let's try to get together soon. Oh, I absolutely positively agree, bud. I absolutely positively agree. We need to. I've got a brand new YouTuber here in town that is into the unsolved crimes and stuff like that, and the paranormal. And she wants to go out and do investigations. I want to take her down into Indiana to the Bell Gunnis property, where, we've done a little bit on her, and of course Trevor and Riley from What Goes Bump in the Night, Tommy Amongst the Tombstones, Randy's Real Paranormal. They've all gone down to the Bell Gunnis property, and definitely a lot of activity there. God only knows how many bodies are buried around the property. They found the charred remains of a woman on the property and thought that was Belle Gunness, but there's a lot of people that believe it wasn't. So, one of the most prolific female serial killers in Hoosier history. Um, Tony, then they should be hitting here before too long. You know why Anne Boleyn was depressed. She could never get ahead. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter. Country is going to hell in a handbasket, and no one will change that till we start treating mental illness for what it is and not a movement. Give me a second, guys. It's like almost 10 after 9, and this slightly brown water is moving right through me. So give me a real quick second, and I'll be right back. I got to go talk to a man about a water horse or some dumb shit. Ba, 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 ba. There's a lot of paranormal here at the new place. It's a 100-year-old house. If the roads here could talk, lots of mysterious murders could be solved. I'm about 45 minutes or so away from the big beach on Lake Michigan. My beach right down here is only like 3 or 4 blocks away. While Jay was doing his Santa thing yesterday, my friend and I went to one of the buildings we've done before. There are 10 spirits there, and we have communicated with half of them. Well, that's interesting. Jay doing the Santa thing already at the end of July. Wow. That's pretty cool. And he does make a good Santa Claus. He really fits the part. Appearance wise and personality wise, very, very cool. I'm glad you got a chance to get out and do some investigating. It was Christmas in July. I don't even want to think about Christmas. It's not going to be a Christmas. Know why monsters don't eat ghosts? Why do monsters not eat ghosts? Ho ho, hot as hell. Yeah, going out in that kind of weather, Tony, Santa be sweating his jingle bells off. They taste like sheep. Well, of course. week week ago Saturday, we went down to meet up with PPR and had a wonderful investigation. At least you're getting them. Me happen to rely on everybody else. I'm not getting jack squat. So that was another thing, another plan this year is I was going to pick up the investigations and get even more of them in this season. Being our 4th year doing it, I wanted to really pick it up this year. And boy, did I drop the ball on that one. Tony, he was in full suit on Saturday. Made him a summer Santa. I bet that was cute. I bet he was sweating bells all day long. Let's start a paid ghost hunt business. I'd love to, Danny. I would love to. Um, I would absolutely positively love to do that. Just, travel around to help people out and, do hosted ghost tours at some of these different cemeteries and stuff, bring people in, um, small groups. Small groups. I ain't talking, Ghostorama quality 20, 30 people at an investigation, but bringing certain people into haunted locations and stuff, and uh, breaking the groups up into separate groups in different locations so they don't um, crowd each other and mess up each other's evidence. I don't know if a lot of you guys were on here when I made the announcement 2 weeks ago, but I was contacted by Nick Groff. Used to be on Ghost Adventures. He and his wife have a YouTube channel now, and he had contacted me and told me to get a hold of Max, um, which I guess is his producer or something. And I've not been able to get back a hold of Nick because I was leaving for the weekend when I saw that. Figured the message would still be there on Monday. But when I got back, the message was no longer there. And apparently Nick had seen some of my investigations and was very impressed by him. That he wanted me to get a hold of Max for a business opportunity. But I can't get back a hold of Nick to find out how to get a hold of Max. Um, it's little things like that, y'all. He was, he was super busy there, already making arrangements. Yes, tours and ghost hunts. The train engineer talked to him about doing a Polar Express thing at Christmas. Oh, that's cool. No, I didn't have Nick's email. He actually commented. I had commented to one of their videos, and the next morning when I got up, there was a message from him in the comments telling me to get a hold of Max and for a business opportunity. And but I had to go to a certain website to get a hold of Max. Um, but I've messaged him twice now. I guess it's just one of those situations where you jump on it when it's laid in front of you or the offer's gone. God, I wish there was some flavor to this. Oh, look at that. It's like hot water. Yeah, I've tried to, Jam. I've tried to. I've I've commented on 2 posts and 2 videos, and told him, hey, I was leaving when I seen your message, thought it would be there in 2 days. When I got back, it wasn't. Could you please send me that contact information for Max again? And never got a response. And if I did get it, I just didn't get the damn notification for it, because we know that's how YouTube works. But I would like to make ghost hunting a full time thing. Actually going like Mark and I did, 4 years ago at Gettysburg. Go to these historic locations and do the history live on site, and then also of a nighttime do the paranormal investigations of the historic sites. That way, I'm still giving something to my paranormal crowd, and I'm still giving something to my, history crowd. But I don't know. I don't know. Well, it was on the computer. That's why I didn't screenshot it. Iron Crystal will get with you soon. I got nothing else going on. I got nothing else going on. I appreciate it, Danny. One of these days, I need to quit relying on other people to get me out of these slumps. Gotta do what I gotta. Yeah, I know, Danny. I know. I appreciate it. It's really funny. I got home yesterday, and you know, we I come in the studio here, and I sat down because the wife, I said, she, after driving and all the activities from the weekend and being with family for the first time in 3 years, and I came in here and was playing around with the video from the weekend, just seeing what I had and what was usable. And we I got in here and I thought, oh hell, I've only got 3 packs of cigars left. Thank God I'm going to go get my check tomorrow. And then I'll have what little bit of tips I get from the rest of the week to get cigars. And then I got the news about the job, and it's like, oh, hey, I guess I'm going to quit smoking, and I'm going to become a real son of a bitch, because I don't have like I said, this check that's waiting for me now is like $50. Um, my cigars are half that. and we don't know when there's going to be any more money. So, oh, wait, no, I'd be lying to you if I said that. Last back. Oh, well. Love you. Love you too, bud. Love you too. I've always had your back, man. I know you've always had mine. The naysayers, the haters, the users, the everything, man. You know, they can all suck it. I tell them all, you know, you talk about me all you want to. You can throw burning shit at me. You can stomp me in the mud. You can do whatever, but you start talking about the people I care about, and you're not gonna like you're not gonna like what's coming. And that's how I've always been. You know, I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's, you know, somebody on here. I don't care if it's a member of my family. I don't care if it's a troll. I don't care what. You know, that's why I let them come on here and have their fun and everything. But I know that you guys are going to be watching my back. And when they start getting socially unacceptable, that's when they get haters and the users. That's how I feel about it, bud. That's why I've always had your back. You know, people down talking, or you know, your health, or you know, your exhaustion, whatever it may be. I've always had your back, and I've got everybody else's back too. You know, I might seem. I love you too, Jan. Um, like today, let's use today as a perfect example. I have no energy. I have no desire to move. I have no desire to breathe. I have no desire to do anything. But let one of you need me. Let one of you be in trouble or be scared or something, and I'm going to be right by your side. You know, maybe not physically, but support wise, that's just how I'm going to be. When it's all said and done and it's all solved and taken care of, I'm probably going to collapse in a corner somewhere and cry uncontrollably. But that's just how it is. We take care of each other. Um, I have stepped back from some people we both know for some obvious reasons. Oh yeah, I know. You have a desire to call me later on today. Yeah, I'll do my best, bud. I don't know. I still got to unload the car. I brought in everything when we got home yesterday because we were both exhausted. I mean, it was so muggy and everything over the weekend. Her and I were both awake about every hour, hour and a half, both nights. And, you know, I was still getting up 5 o'clock in the morning and sitting around, you know, sitting on the concrete and metal fire ring to warm my booty up because it was so chilly in the morning and stuff. But then as soon as the sun come up, humidity levels just skyrocketed. So, you know, I went from wearing jeans and a hoodie to wearing a pair of shorts and no shirt in about a 10-minute period. Um, so by the time we got home yesterday, we were both exhausted. I got out of the car what I needed to get out of the car, the cooler, dirty clothes, wet clothes, um, my electronics, and bring them in the house. And I've still got the whole car to unload and everything and figure out where the hell everything's going. Um, so I will. I will do my best to give you a holler, Ty. I'll just say it. I'll just say it that way. I will do my best to give you a holler sometime today. If not today, definitely tomorrow, because I have an open agenda. Ha 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 ha. I have stepped back from a few people recently for a number of reasons. Um, Came to be. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to step back. I've always thought of myself as being a very determined sob, and I try not to let things get me down. But when you do everything you're supposed to do, and you get shot right between the eyes and blindsided, it's kind of hard not to let it affect you. Um, exactly, Jam, but respect me or move on. I'm not here to be their paranormal agent to get them in you places. Yeah, you're right. Hey, Masha, good to see you, sweetie. Hope you're doing well this morning. Sorry about that. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. My tumbly got rumbly, to quote the great Winnie Pooh. Oh, my tumbly got wumbly. Sounds good. We have a lot of matters to talk about. I don't want any more stress, Ty. I don't want any more stress. No more stress. No more stress. No more stress. Better be good matters. Oh, I guess what? Those same people have never invited us to anything. Been a long time since they have, that's for sure. Now, I got to admit, I was invited by a couple of them at Ghostorama, um, to go someplace, but no dates have been set, no times have been set. Um, so we'll see. After the after the bad happenings at Ghostorama with my equipment and everything, I've actually thought about getting a hold of you to see if maybe we could arrange something back up at Alafam. Um, if you guys remember right, we did some stuff downstairs that all managed, most of it managed to get erased somehow off my device. I haven't figured that one out yet. And then when we got upstairs, we got in the first room and all my batteries died. So yeah, I'd like to get back up there, just maybe two or three people, and do that place. And um, oh, back to Henderson. when it's just, two or three people working together. We've had there was beautiful responses and activity at both locations, and you know, uh, maybe just maybe, if we make those two locations super famous, a certain Francais individual to whom we both know will actually consider not selling them. So, because, I like him and I like what he's done. And he's done some marvelous stuff and he's got with some marvelous people, one of which is sitting right here in the chat. Um, I think he could do more amazing things. Drew, next weekend, you and me at the old barbershop. Is that like Colonel Mustard in the observatory with the, um, I'm not going to say dildo. I just said dildo. With the lead pipe? You working on that in some new places. Yes, working on that, some new places as well. Well, we both got our wives, we both got our grandkids. So, I mean, we can do what we can do together. And we can do it. That's where the 10 spirits are. Oh, I want to see how that one gets pulled off, but okay. I'll affirm very soon. And the Gilmore House. Morning, Bud Files. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well this morning. I would say happy Monday, but we all know um, we all know that a happy Monday is kind of like Bigfoot. People report having them on occasion, but they've never been proven. So, do what we can do. Might get into Gilmore Car Museum. That's all I'm saying. Very cool. Very cool. I'm all for anything, Danny. Oh no, I don't talk to certain people. I would be lying to say that I don't miss certain people or the way certain people used to be, but you can only do so much. You can only build so many bridges, let other people burn them down, and after a while, you just quit building bridges. So, I always thought I was a pretty good bridge builder, but I'm not a welder, so they're all wooden bridges and they burn real easy. Well, that was interesting. Let me see if it's down here now. If I was an end of the trail, it's not. Oh well. Ever watched rugby? Let's be brutal. YouTube superstars, not to mention some of the people they are running with. Yeah, yeah, we can leave it at that. That's pretty well said. Where the hell did that thing go? I don't even feel it down there with my foot. That it? Nope. And see, it's really sad. You bring up a good point with that comment, Danny, about being superstars. Um, there are two ways to become a superstar. And of course, the biggest number one way to become a superstar is to emulate a superstar and give people the same quality of stuff that other people give you. And, jump scares, overreactions, um, things like that. Um, or you could become a superstar by being completely transparent and completely honest about your investigations. Much like our investigation down here at the train depot a couple weeks ago. There was not a lot of activity. Nothing was really communicating. We got a little bit of communication, but not every single place you go to is there going to be 30 ghosts running around trying to talk to you about their lives and the history and stuff like that. And I mean, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it just don't work that way. Um, but to sit and fake stuff, it's just not. I can't say fake stuff because I have no evidence that anything's ever been faked. Over dramatized is a great way to put it. Over dramatized. Um, Sad because I like them too, but gotta follow their own path. They'll learn someday. Let's change the subject to something happier. No drama here. Yep, every video is clickbait. Demon attacked. It's become silly. Well, and it will continue. It'll continue to become silly, but that's also what draws in some of these bigger names on the platform to want to meet up with them and do things because they're into the same thing. So you can get, I mean, if you've got 2 or 3,000 followers, and somebody that's got, you know, 20,000 followers likes your style and they're going to come and hang out with you and do something, that's just going to boost you. So it's understandable why it's done. Brenna is wanting to plan a trip to the famous jail museum in Independence here real soon. Well, that'd be cool. Be a nice little escape for y'all. Damn it, where's it at? There it is. Sorry, dark shadow, dark gray case. Danny, I like to try to promote positivity. Sometimes I need it too. Positivity definitely keeps you going. It's needed in everybody's life, regardless of how bad things get. You got to try to find that something. I actually caught myself after the phone call last night. I caught myself saying, "Well, at least you have your health." And then I stopped and I thought, "Pfft, hell, I even got screwed there. I'm going blind. I'm an unmedicated diabetic. I'm just gonna die. Maybe in 40 years, but it's gonna happen." Been doing this 22 years. It just gets to me. Bright side. SMP is respected and our integrity is intact. Very true. Very true. And I'm very proud to be part of SMP. Very proud, very honored to be part of SMP. Frank James was in the jail after he surrendered to the governor. Yeah, definitely going to be an interesting place for you and Brenna to go and visit. Working on a new book. Oh, yeah? I've thought about doing that. I've just not been in the field long enough, and I'm not known well enough to do it. Um, my God, I bet if I if I went back through my life and thought about all the times I've thought about writing and just never done it, it's just one more depression I don't need. True Crime Files of Southern Michigan, Paranormals, 3 volumes. Oh, nice. Well, thank you, Danny. I appreciate it, bud. I appreciate it. I've actually thought about taking the nickname that Trevor and Riley gave me last year. Um, I thought about taking the nickname they gave me and re-altering our investigations and stuff. Um, I've always kind of liked paranormal, Papa, and it just kind of just finished our 315th investigation since 2008. Very cool, very cool. It's the most brutal thing I've ever seen women do. What's the most brutal thing you've ever seen women do? Play rugby. Well, it sure ain't no powder puff football, that's for sure. I touched you, you're tackled. Get them out on a rugby field, they'll just beat the snot out of each other like men do. We did Gort Gritstiat Lighthouse, Gort Grounds, night before Frankenfest. Oh, nice. Nice. See, I'm fascinated by the old lighthouses and the legends and the mysterious happenings, the mysterious deaths of lighthouse keepers. Um, that just completely, the shipwrecks near the lighthouses, things like that. I did a video quite a few months ago on lighthouse out east where the grounds, the lighthouse, the shoreline are severely haunted. And they actually, I believe they call it the most haunted lighthouse in America because of the shipwrecks and stuff that have happened. Because the spotters didn't see the light from the lighthouse, and they'd run ashore, they'd hit rocks, sink, even ships collide in the night and during a storm or something. So yeah, lighthouses. That's something I'd love to do. Um, Tony speaking as a woman, we can be brutal. I don't see how the hell they ain't everyone injured. Yeah, gonna try to go back before season is over. Very cool. And of course, I believe it's in October or November. I don't remember which. The Mid Michigan Paranormal Convention is going to be up at Soaring Eagle. Um, going to be at the Soaring Eagle Casino in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. That is actually one of the biggest paranormal conventions in the state, and they have several big stars, TV stars, and stuff from the paranormal field to come out and speak and give seminars and um, massive, massive, massive. I've been invited the last 2 years, but the wife couldn't get the time off work to go up. So and then here really soon we have one up all the way up in Sault Ste. Marie, MI Paracon. Um, that's supposed to be a really good show. but that's also like a 7 hour drive. So I'm gonna try to go. I'm doing a live at 10:30. 10:30 this morning, Danny. Oh, it's not a personal invite. It's just a an invite on like Facebook, um, where they let you know that it's happening, the days it's happening, the cost, things like that. Um, I would love to. I hate to say it because I've never been one on Stardom, um, but I would like to become so big that we're actually invited to come up and do the show, not just go in as a guest. Um, because it's Michigan, it's my state, and I believe instead of having so many people from other states come into a Michigan event to tell about their investigations, we should have more Michigan investigators at these Michigan. Oh, hush up. I can't let my water get cold. How dare you beep, beep, beep. We've been to Sault Ste. Marie. Is it Sault Ste. Marie or is it Salt Ste. Marie? I call it Sault Ste. Marie up in northern Michigan. I believe it's actually Salt Ste. Marie. If I could see the type here. I apologize if this doesn't come out like it's supposed to. SAULT. Yeah, that's it. Oop, sorry, that's the oh nope, that's a WT. MAR. That's a TRIE. Hey, my memory's doing pretty good. I actually remembered. Um, I actually remembered where most of those keys were located at. I know half the people there, but never get invited as a group. Well, we'll have to see what we can do to change that, bud. I'm off to get ready. Got to shower, shave. All right, bud. All right. I will. I will try to be there unless the wife puts me to work first. Right now, I think she's back to sleep, so we'll see. Oh, it is pronounced Sault Ste. Marie. Okay. I've heard some people pronounce it Salt Ste. Marie. I've heard some people pronounce it Sault Ste. Marie, so I wasn't sure. But all right, guys, it's that time. I'm gonna get on with my day, try to do something, pick myself up. I definitely feel better now than I did 2 hours ago. Um, But I'm going to bolt out of here, try to get working on these videos and stuff so I can get them up. Um, you guys all have yourselves a great day. Have a great week. I will be back Friday morning, same fat time, same fat station, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll do this again. Hopefully, I'll be in a better mood by then. I hate doing this to y'all. But, oh, have a wonderful day, everyone. Be safe. You too. Everybody, definitely everybody be safe and have a good day. And we'll talk to you guys on Friday. Hopefully, hopefully by then Danny and I can get something figured out, and we'll at least start bringing in more content and stuff for you guys and more stuff to watch. So until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. I do. And I'll holler at you all later. Have a good day, guys. Thanks for being here.